Hey lovely YouTube family, what's up? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Celeb Village. Get Low was a major hit in the early 2000s thanks to Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and his friends the Ying Yang Twins. The Ying Yang Twins were not really twins, they were a duo created by Kane, Eric Jackson, and D-Roc D'Angelo Holmes. Ying Yang was all over the place in the early 2000s. They recorded several hit tracks and albums in addition to their work with Lil Jon, and their songs remain popular party rock and stadium anthems to this day. However, fame is fickle and one cannot be at the top of their game forever, and with the rise of other stars, one is usually obliged to step aside gracefully. So as a new wave of rappers have stepped into the #1 spots on the charts, many today now wonder, what are the Ying Yang Twins up to now? Number 7, they teamed up with Lil Jon to write a smash hit. After some challenging negotiations, Ying Yang were eventually signed to the TVT, but while those negotiations went on, they still worked with other artists on the label, and one of them was Lil Jon. They sang the hook to his track Get Low in 2002, and the song blew up. Critics of the song argued it was too inappropriate because it refers heavily to sex and partying, but that only helped to make the song a classic party anthem. Get Low was the #2 track on the Billboard charts in 2002, and it remained at the top of the R&B hip-hop charts for at least a year afterward. Number 6, they collaborated with Britney Spears. Get Low made the Ying Yang Twins icons of their time, and it was not long after the success of that track in their following albums, Like Me and My Brother, when other artists sought them out to collaborate. It might surprise some people to learn that one of those artists was pop singer Britney Spears. Britney Spears brought the rap duo on to help her with the song I Got That Boom Boom for her 2003 album In The Zone. In 2021, Rolling Stone ranked In The Zone as one of their 500 greatest albums of all time. Number 5, they wrote a song that is now an NFL staple. Their song Halftime, Stand Up and Get Crunk honors the duo's love of sports and is now a staple for their team, the New Orleans Saints. The song will play whenever the team scores a touchdown. Not only this, but the song is now a staple in many NFL arenas. The song is also in the video games NFL Street 2, Madden NFL 11, and was the opening song for the NBA team, the San Antonio Spurs, for several years. Number 4, they did a movie in 2004. Between the mid-1990s and the mid-2000s, comedies which either starred major rappers or used them for cameos were popular. One of the most well-known of these cameos is Soul Plane, which starred Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, and Method Man. Several other rappers made cameos in the film, and as some might have guessed by now, the Ying Yang Twins were one of those cameos. Number 3, they released their greatest hits album in 2009. They continued to write, record, and collaborate for most of the decade, sometimes together and sometimes in solo projects, and they continued to re-record and release famous tracks as mixtapes. D-Roc even started another rap group, The Musicians, in 2005 with his brothers Mr. Ball and The Birthday Boy. The pair seemed poised to start their departure from the spotlight, though, because they released their greatest hits CD, Legendary Status Ying Yang Twins Greatest Hits, in 2009. That year, they also released their 6th studio album, Ying Yang Forever, in 2009. They still record and release mixtapes, but they have not produced a studio album since 2012. Number 2, they toured in 2019. They may have slowly become less prominent on the scene as they grew older and as new rappers emerged over the years, but audiences got to see them perform live once again in 2019's Millennium Tour. The Millennium Tour was a tour that toured some of the biggest artists of the early 2000s and included artists like Lil Jon, Ying Yang, and B2K. Number 1, what are they worth today? Sadly, although D-Roc and Kane were instrumental parts of the hip-hop scene of their time, they have not had much luck financially. Today, the two have a combined net worth of a measly $100,000, coming in with about $50,000 each to their names. Between child support payments and poor spending habits, the two have endured a rapid decline in their wealth. So guys, that's all for today's video. Share as much as you can as it really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With that, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.